Hello and welcome back to my Apparat and YouTube channel on LELB Society. This session I'm going to teach you another unit of 1100 words you need to know. Let me make sure. Hold on. Week 23, day 4. Okay, new words. Perpetuate. Perpetuate means to cause something to continue, okay, to make it permanent, and to prolong something. Alright, and the next word is mandate. Mandate is it's an authoritative order or command, or you can say also a warrant, a license to do something. The adjective form is mandatory, means obligatory, necessary, imperative. The next word is compensatory, American English, compensatory, British English. Means something that is intended to compensate for something, to make up for something. Okay? Serving to pay back. Next word is neutralize or neutralize. So both neutralize and neutralize means to counteract, to reverse something, to reverse the effect or order of something. And the last word is catastrophic, means disastrous, something that causes catastrophe. Catastrophe is the noun form and catastrophic is the adjective form. Okay. Words in context. In the nature of educational reform. Reform means improvement, some changes to make some betterment, to make some improvements. Mr. Sloan did not want to perpetuate or continue the disorders or problems or lack of harmony in the that stemmed from or originated from the alphabetical arrangement in reference to the let's say setting or chair settings. Not only did he reverse the seating, setting is different from sitting, not only pay attention to this structure after, not only when it is used at the very beginning of a sentence, you need to invert the sentence. It's in the question form, but it's not a question. This is called an inversion, because not only is a coordinate conjunction and in a negative, let's say with a negative interpretation. Not only did he reverse the seating in his other classes, but also, not only and but also come together, but he began to badger the school administration. Badger means to ask somebody again and again to persuade them to do something. Okay, to complain about something, to nag, to importune. He badgered the school's administration, means the headquarters, and the dean or principal, means the manager of the school, for a mandate, a license, a warrant to bring about, to cause such changes throughout the building. What changes? Reversing the seating. He called it a compensatory factor, something that is intended to make some improvement, to make some reformation, to neutralize or counteract the catastrophic effects. It is rather exaggerated. It's not catastrophic, but anyway, disastrous, terrible consequences or dire consequences of the traditional policy. Traditional let's say, principles or regulations. Soon, Mr. Sloan earned the appellation. Appellation means name, title, label. Because, for example, it has come from the French language. In French, in order to say my name is, for example, Hariri, you should say je m'appelle Hariri. Tu t'appelles, vous vous appelez, if you want to conjugate it. So he received the appellation or name of Mr. Backwards because he wanted to just reverse or neutralize, counteract, or just change the order. Alright, sentences. Don Ricardo hoped that his son would perpetuate the family business. But Manuel, that is his son, was named Manuel, was too involved with chimerical schemes to manage. So, Don Ricardo and his business was running a restaurant, and he wanted to he wanted his son to adopt the same business that is running a restaurant. But Manuel, that is their son, actually was involved with, it means was preoccupied with chimerical, means imaginary, unreal, chimerical schemes or plans, and therefore actually he didn't want to just run a restaurant. Pay attention to this structure. To plus adjective, it is negative. For example, we can say the tea is too hot for me to drink. The tea is too hot for me to drink. It means it is so hot that I cannot drink it. So Manuel was too involved with the imaginary or chimerical plans that he didn't want to just run a restaurant. 2. If the draconian regulations are to continue unabated, they will have catastrophic results. Draconian regulations means too strict, too serious. Again, they are negative, draconian. And the exact expression is draconian code, means rule, regulation, law, principles. So if they are too strict, and they are scheduled to continue unabated without any change, unabated, they will have catastrophic results. They will have negative consequences, dire consequences. Dr. Mayers prescribed medication to neutralize the acid condition that had incapacitated my uncle. So as a physician or doctor, he wrote down some medicine for me, for my uncle, medication, some medicine to neutralize or counteract the acid condition. It refers to the pH of your blood. If there is so much acidity, and the opposite is alkaline, had incapacitated, has deliberated, weakened, enervated my uncle. 4. As a prelude or introduction, as a prelude to his victory speech, the mayor announced that he considered the large vote to be a mandate from the people. So he had won the election, and he had been elected the mayor, and in the inauguration day, let's say the day or opening day, or actually as a prelude, as an introduction to his speech, he said that actually the people actually had voted on me, and I was selected by the people, or elected by the people, and therefore he considered his large vote to be a mandate from the people. It means people just had selected me or elected me, and I get my power from people. mandate here, the license, warrant, or authoritative order. And the last sentence, compensatory education may help minority groups to cope with their plight. Compensatory, as I said, means something that is intended to serve somebody, to pay back, as a kind of reformation. May help minority groups, those who are in minority, not the majority of people, to cope with, means to handle something, to get involved in a problem in order to actually handle it, in order to solve it, overcome it. And the plight refers to a very serious problem or issue, usually economical. Yeah. Alright, and the idiom, to break home the bacon. It's an idiom. Means to earn a living, to provide the necessary basic needs of the family to succeed. Bacon is a kind of, let's say, cooked steak from pork, the side of the pork. Okay. So to provide the necessary needs or basic needs of the family, for example, food, shelter. The man's inability to bring home the bacon was the actual reason for the couple's incompatibility. So the man could not bring home the bacon, could not provide the family with their basic needs, and therefore actually it was the actual reason, the main reason for the couple's incompatibility, lack of harmony. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this unit. Thank you very much for your attention, and bye-bye.